Hello, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome. Please subscribe, comment, share, and like. Mothers. Mothers' instincts 99% of the time are always right. And when your mom tells you something out of the blues about how she's not feeling comfortable or has a weird feeling about the situation you are in, the the people that are surrounding you, or the surrounding that you are living in, or is, the surrounding that you are in, take her serious, because mothers' instincts are always strong, and 99% of the time they are right. And I'm gonna tell you why they are right. So when I was young, I'm still young. So when I was in my early 20s, I got this first job, and then I was so excited. I was so excited because I knew I'm never going again to nag my dad or my mom to keep on giving me some money each and every time I was broke or needed something. So I was just excited that I have a job and I also have money of my own, but I didn't care how much I was earning at that time. And I got my first job in a remote place. So I met this friend, a colleague friend, in this new job, whom we became so close. I trusted her. We hung out a number of times. I'll tell her my secrets, she'll tell her mine. But as we kept on going with this friendship, I started getting weird vibes from her. Most of the time, or sometimes, she'll just be hot and cold. Other times, she will be very sarcastic. And most of the time, she'll make jokes that when I think about them later on, I feel like this was just pure jealous. So she'll cover up her jealous with a lot of jokes, and she'll even talk about me behind my back in a negative way. And people will come and tell me, like guys will come and tell me, oh, she said this and this about you, and I'll just brush it off because I didn't see her in that light. I refused to see her in that light, because now I was like, no, this is my friend, and I can't like take the side of what others are telling me, but I just see her as a good person until she proves me wrong, like personally wrong. So we kept on being friends, and she kept on being weird, giving those vibes, and I wasn't so keen to tell myself, okay, now this is a red flag. So as we kept on with our friendship, one time, I remember it was on a Monday, my mom called me. Out of the blues, my mom called me. Okay, she used to call me, yes, but this Monday she called me and she was like, okay, mommy, she calls me mommy. I had a dream that one of your friend is going to betray you, and it is a friend that you're very close to. Please be very careful about the friends you have. Step back and look into what friendships you're having and if they're serving you, because in that dream she really betrayed you. And I feel like if you keep on being friends with, I don't know who it is, you're putting yourself in danger. So right after that call, I actually laughed. I didn't take it serious. I just went straight to another friend colleague of mine, and I was like, you know what, my mom is so worried about me. I think it's because I'm in a new place. Can you imagine, she said da 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 and all that. And we laughed about it, and that was it. I didn't even pay attention. I was just like, okay, mom, just being mom, she's worried about me, and that's it. So moving on from my mom's call, like 2 weeks later, now my colleague friend comes, invites me to a party. So I was so excited, we are going to a party. And so she said it's a party at her cousin's place. Remember, the cousin was a guy, a man. So at the cousin's place, and she invited me, and we were to go together. So when that time came, it was on a Saturday. Yeah, it was on a Saturday. I remember very well. So it was on a Saturday. So on that Saturday, we went together with her around 7ish, because that's when now I believe when a party is going on, that's the time most people start coming in. So we went to this party. So on arrival, I realized there was no one. And it looked quite odd, and quite can I say quite silent. The place was so silent. So I asked her, what is not happening? I thought it's a party, and I'm expecting that we see people flocking in, at least a number of people. But I can see it's very quiet, and I don't see any sign of a party that is going on or has started. And she was like, you know, we are the first ones, and we are the ones to be here because now I was to come and prepare. So for her, she was like, I was to come and prepare for these guests that are coming, but I had to tag you along because now you couldn't come alone. We had to come together. So we are going to help each other so that maybe we make the place ready, because now visitors will start coming in, guests will start coming in about an hour. So I was like, okay, cool. So so where do you need help? She was like, no, we don't worry about that. You just relax. So for me, I got comfortable. I began relaxing, and I was just on my phone doing my own things on social media. And then after like 10 minutes, she excused herself, left me with the cousin. She excused herself and said she's going to the kitchen to prepare something for us. Remember, I didn't know this place so well, so I didn't even look at the house, these house parties. So I didn't even get to know the house well, which room is which room and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay, this is my friend, I trust her. So I didn't really care much about that. So I got comfortable. Was on my phone, and then within 10 minutes I was like, wow, what kind of a meal is this that is being prepared? And the lady is not even talking. I can't hear anything like utensils in the kitchen, someone is cooking, or even just coming to where we are sitting and saying 1 2 3 things. So immediately it clicked, like I might be in danger. Maybe she went to the shop, and I don't know this guy that she left me with, as much as it is her cousin. So I just started feeling weird. And so the first instinct for me was, let me just make this fake call so that if there's anything that is going on that is fishy, then maybe I've already sent a message to this guy. So what did I do? I made this fake call saying where I was and what time I was going to leave and what time this person should come. So I just told the person on the other end, who was no one, to come for me in like 30 minutes, or just to come for 30 minutes. We hang out, we'll go back home together. And so I was done. So this guy, like, when I was done talking, looking at him, he looked a bit irritated, and I don't know why he looked a bit irritated, but later on I realized it's because now he felt like his intentions at that time were being crushed. So 20 minutes into my friend having gone, I'm still uncomfortable. 30 minutes, and then now this guy starts asking me so many personal questions. It's like he's wooing me, and he's like, he just began being very aggressive. And I was like, wow, I mean, this guy doesn't even know me, but he became very aggressive. He tried to like stretch his hands to touch me, and I was like, no, don't even dare. And I realized that I was actually in danger. And it clicked on me at that moment that my friend actually had betrayed me, because she was not there. In now getting to 40 minutes, I can't see her. I couldn't even make a call to ask her where she was, because I just knew that now this is a plan that they had for the two of them. Because I kept on asking the guy, why is it that guests are not coming? And then I couldn't even, it was just a hard situation. And so when I knew I was in danger, I told myself, now if I become so harsh here, or I do anything stupid, I'm the one who is going to get hurt. So what I told him to excuse me so that I can go to the loo. Then I'll be right back in a very sweet manner, in a very calm way, because I already knew that now it's about to get down. I'm alone here, and with this guy, and anything can happen, and there's no case, because what will you say? How did you even get to that place? How did you get to the guy's house? Whom will you tell that this guy is doing this and that on you? Because everyone will be like, how did you arrive to that house? you were never forced. It means you went by yourself, so you are the intruder. So I had to like think so hard in few minutes. And you see this, I had seen these stories going on, and how to save yourself and how to deal with a kidnapper and such stories. So you know, the stories you just go through as you go on your social media, and you see how to protect yourself, how to fight when someone attacks you in this and that manner. So I didn't know that this such thing can really come into reality and happen to me. So I excused myself politely that I wanted to go to the washroom. And then he was like, "No, don't be afraid. It's all okay. You're going to be safe with me. Don't worry." Someone who is telling me that I'm going to be okay and fine, is already being aggressive and making aggressive moves on me. So I went to the loo, and at that, when I went to the loo, I decided to make a call. So I had this neighbor of mine who was a guy, and at that time he was driving, and I had to call him and explain him the situation that I was in, and I told him to just come straight to where I was. And he told me the best way to do is I give her the number of the lady who was the colleague friend of mine, so that he calls her and just pretends that he's a policeman to scare her, so that now she calls the cousin, and that will make sure that I'm safe as he comes for me. So out of the bathroom, I was very afraid, and I just prayed to God that within minutes this guy's phone should ring. So I bet my neighbor called my colleague friend, and then my colleague friend called the cousin. And when she called him, I didn't really hear their conversation, but I want to believe that she told him police are coming for you, and the lady has already said that she's in danger. So after that call, he became very furious, and he 360 degrees, he was a different person. He was very harsh on me, telling me why I'm accusing him of nothing. He never attacked me. He has not done anything. I'm the one who came there for the party. He never invited me. Why am I coming to his place? And at the same time, I'm setting him up, saying that he's harassing me and all that. So what he did next, he chased me out of his house. Can you imagine, guys? He chased me out of his house. He chased me and locked himself inside. So I was at the gate at around 11, alone, and it was dark. And you know, remote areas, when it comes to lighting, they're not, like, it's never sufficient. Some places are very dark than others. So imagine I was just there at the gate alone. Now I was trying to call my neighbor, telling him to fasten up because I've been thrown out of the house, and the guy has locked himself from inside. So luckily enough, he came, picked me up, and we went home. I can tell you, it was a shame. It was a shame. Can you imagine calling your neighbor, telling him that you went to someone's house and you feel like you're in danger? And, you know, the guy is just looking at you like, wow, you're this grown and you can still visit someone that you don't know and feel comfortable. But that wasn't the story. I was just with my colleague friend going to her cousin's place for a party, but there was no party. Instead, my colleague friend was actually setting me up. So then, after I came into my mind, like, now I'm out of danger, and now I'm just reflecting what had happened, I remembered my mom's call when she told me, "Be careful, I dreamt that one of your friends is going to betray you." And I was like, wow. So mother's instincts actually work. And the way I really laughed when she called me and told me that she had this dream, I laughed, and I even said that she was just being worried. I mean, from that time I knew anything my mom tells me out of the blues, I really have to take it serious. So if you want to know what happened to our friendship, I never talked to her again. Even when I went to workplace, I just assumed that she existed. Like, I was so furious, and I was not even in a place where I can approach her and tell her anything. I just knew straight up this chick was actually setting me up into something that I was going to regret for the rest of my life. So I just didn't talk to her. I didn't even address the issue. I never told anyone. I just moved on. I just moved on from the situation, and that was it. And funny enough, she never even cared to ask me anything. She was also like carrying on her life with her life like nothing happened. She didn't even she was not even bothered that I wasn't talking to her, and that clearly showed that she was never my friend at the beginning at all. And even the comments that she was making, and how she used to be very sarcastic, and the jealous jokes she was covering up with the jealousness she was covering up with her jokes, and how she used to talk about me behind my back, all made sense during this time. So I just carried on with my work day after day. I forgot about her. Like, we were working in the same place, but I just saw her like no one. Like, every time she will pass me, I'll just be like, okay, I never saw anything. But that was something that a big lesson that I had to learn. So the things that you can pick from my story, the shortest story that I've ever told, is be careful about the friends or the people you call friends. Be very careful. And when you see a red flag, don't try to think that maybe you're just overthinking things. No, ain't no way. If you just feel something weird about your friend out of the blues, and this feeling just came from nowhere, don't take it lightly. That is a red flag, and you should actually be able to step back and be able to analyze the situation so that you don't get yourself in danger. I mean, I see so many stories coming up of how friends have betrayed their friends, how friends have even killed their friends, how friends have sent their friends to their graves. So it happens. There are good friends out here. There are very good friends out here, and very genuine. The world is full of good and bad. So there are also good friends out here that can go out of their way for you, that are very loyal to you, but also in the same share, you have to be very, very keen about the person or the people you call your friends. Secondly, your mom. No matter how old you get, no matter how big you are, no matter how many children you'll have, if your mom out of the blues tells you something that she's not comfortable about concerning the people around you or even your environment, take it serious and work on it. Don't just, brush it off, thinking that maybe she's just being, or she's just being a parent and she's just being worried over you for nothing. Take it very serious. Third, if I can advise anyone, I'll tell you, avoid house parties. Avoid house parties. In house parties, that's where you get poisoned. That is where you get, you can be raped in house parties. That is where you get all manner and sorts of things. That is where you can actually be killed. And these things happen. If I was not sharp enough to make calls and to even make fake calls in front of this guy, I don't know what could have happened to me. I really don't know, because there was no party and I was just left with him. So parties, avoid house parties at all cost. I'll rather advise, go to an open place and have your parties. And I even realized, even after that, I realized that most of these house parties that people go to, you'll find that it is a friend who invited them. And sometimes, I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's the friends that set this up or what normally happens, but you come to find out that it is a friend that invited this specific person, and this specific person is now dead. So avoid house parties at all costs. So avoid them. Lastly, I'll say this. When you find yourself in a situation whereby, when you just get to a place and you don't feel comfortable, don't buy time. Don't buy time. If you're just not comfortable about a place, don't buy time. Take action as quick as possible. But I'll advise you, put your emotions in a calm way. Like, let your emotions be intact. Don't scream. Don't start shouting. Don't attack. Don't fight. Be calm as you think of a way out. Be very, very calm. By the way, for me, being calm that day really helped me. you can pretend. I mean, we are all actors in life at times. So you can actually pretend so that you can buy your way out of a situation. So if you find yourself in a situation, if you just get in a place, or you get in a place where there are people and you are either not comfortable about the people that are surrounding you or the place that you are in, please take action immediately. And if it didn't hit you at the start, but now as you kept on spending time, a little time there, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you started feeling weird because of how people are behaving, or the environment, how the environment looks. Now you can figure out how to get yourself out of that situation, but your emotions must be in check. You must be very calm, because a calm mind will do you the best. A calm mind will actually do you the best. Yeah, so that was my short story on motherly instincts, and I hope if you ever find yourself in such a situation, you are able to know that there are solutions and there's a way you can also prevent some things. So that is the end of my short story. I hope you enjoyed and also you learned something about it. So have a good day wherever you are, morning, afternoon, or evening, in whichever part of the world that you are in. So that's a bye, and thanks for watching.